There you go. Okay, hello co-workers, good evening to you all. Hello Sarah. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy almost Thanksgiving. Wait, why was I Thanksgiving? Happy almost Halloween. Because that is this Friday, so we're a couple of days away from Halloween. That's cool. Halloween's on a Friday this year, so I guess anyone who's actually going to any Halloween events or trick-or-treating, that's super convenient. You don't have to like go work or school the next day. Well, for some people. Not everyone, but still. It's a nice perk. As for me, I think it'd probably be like the business as usual. Same. I'm not really particularly doing anything that day, so seems kind of cool though. But yeah, I started running a little bit late today because guess who didn't do her lessons in Twist? Yeah, I didn't realize book 4 needs more lessons. So I may have to stop for a bit halfway through to actually do lessons. Because I always do them, but then I forget to check my actual missions. They're in book 4. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't have to do it this time because they aren't part of the stamp rally. Well, surprise, surprise, they are in the missions. So I think I have like 30 missions I have to do in there. But it's alright. We'll get through them. We'll get there. But yeah, we are on to book 4 tonight. Unexpected obstruction for the Nightmare Before Christmas event. So last stream, we kind of left off with basically catching Skully red-handed as he's drugging Jack Skellington to sleep. So I don't know what kind of wild, wacky plan that Skully is cooking up. But anyways, I don't know. He just like took us along, so I guess it's a Halloween date now with Skully. Let's start with last big push. Oh yeah, well the others are like, you know, still doing their Halloween prep and stuff. Hope my volume isn't too high. Let me turn it down a bit, maybe. There we go. Let's go with that. Okay, well, let's go into it. Chapter 1. Jack sure is taking a while. Yeah, he's taking a nap. Okay. At least someone is finally checking up on us. Like where is Skully even taken? Where has Skully even taken us? Falling down the stairs. I guess Jack, since Jack has such long legs, those stairs probably don't really matter to him that much. Oh, the doorbell. Oh yeah, just don't worry, Jamil. It's just a spider doorbell. It's okay. You can touch it. I love how the mayor's like, yes, do you know what a doorbell is, Jamil? You use them to alert people that you have visitors. That's what a doorbell is. Oh, hi, Yui. Good morning to you too. We're checking. They're finally coming to check up on us. Going to Jack's house. Yes, we have non-spider doorbells in our world. Thank you. Wait, what? Don't tell him that. Now he's not. Now he's gonna be so paranoid. Dun dun dun. Oh, Zero. Oh, he's been hiding. Oh, poor puppy. Wait, Jamil speaks dog? He's got a bit of dog in him? What is it, Zero? What? What? Skully kidnapped Jack, Koa, and Grim? Timmy stuck in a well? Oh my god, Zero, we gotta save them. I didn't realize Jamil speaks dog. Oh my god. Then again, I guess like there's so many different beast language. Like Ruggy can speak cat, Rook can speak mole language, and I guess there's canine language too. So I guess even in the animal kingdom, there are different languages to talk to different animals. Yeah, I guess if they can talk to cats, they can talk to dogs. And Zero, ghost dog or not, he is still a dog. He's only elected official. Just a figurehead. Oh my god, Mayor. He had such high faith in us. That is true. He's got his megaphone and his little dinky car that he can use. Sound the sirens, everyone! Jack's been kidnapped! Sound the alarms! Let's go to wee woo wee woo. That car does not sound like it's going very fast. There's so many like dips and steep alleyways. I'm surprised that car can even get to certain places. I mean, he actually did it. Actually, he kind of did this in like the least violent way he could. Like there was literally no resistance, no scuffle. He just turned Grim into a pumpkin, put Jack to sleep, and then we kind of just came along. So there wasn't really much of a violent altercation here. Yeah, we just got dragged into it. We're just hanging off somewhere. Hi, Dragonheart. Yeah, tomorrow. The anime drops, guys. I can't believe it. Only one more sleep until Hearts of the Beal anime. is kind of tame than others. Honestly, compared to the previous Halloween of being in a floating amusement park as trafficking victims, yeah, this is way better. This is an upgrade. Oh, that is true. He totally was. Oh, guys, you missed it. Yeah, I gotta go wait until next Halloween. Only 364 more days to prepare for it. Can you imagine everyone just held back a year? I could never endure a whole year eating the awful slaw. You know what? As much as Azul says whatever shit, capitalist shit that he does, I have to agree with him on this, that I think I would actually go crazy if I had to eat Halloween Town's food for a whole year. Like, I would take prison food over what I am seeing here in this place. As lovely as it is, I do not think I could handle a diet of Halloween Town staples. Jamil's like, yeah, rein it in. No one actually cares about us. Azul's like, I don't want to eat the food here. And then Riddle's like, I don't want to like be held back a year. Too bad, Jamil. That other nincompoop. A term I don't really hear anyone except kids say, like little kids say. You nincompoop. I had to wait an entire day to watch since I joined a watch party. Ooh, at least you can join a watch party. That's fun too, to have to join with others as you like watch it. They'll singly ruined all of our hard work. Oh, Sebek. I love no one actually cares about us. No one's first thought is like, oh shit, like, are Jack and Graham and us, are we okay? Nah. We're like an afterthought. Who's the fourth member? Oh, right, I guess. Is Ia still hiding? I mean, how can you not know it's Idia? With his height, even he's hunched over and the blue flame hair, he is kind of hard to miss, especially when everything else is so dark and gray in Halloween Town. It's too bad. Once Vil has you in his clutches, that's it. Goodbye. No, we can get Zero to sniff us out. He's got a sniffer, right? He can figure out where we are. Assuming, you know, yeah, he can, you know, sniff out the scents and whatnot. If he's that type of dog that can do it, because I know not all dogs can really are trained to be able to do that. And they're already arguing. Of course they are. At least he cares about us, and he was like, "Oh, you know, he's looking out for our well-being." Yeah, at least he's talking about us missing, unlike the other guys. And they went their separate ways. So much for teamwork, eh? Oh my god. It's like they can't even open their mouths and talk to each other for like 5 seconds before starting shit. Okay, so we're not getting found anytime soon. Portrait. Even Trey's like, help! Help! I don't want to be in this team! Oh no. He got caught. He's now stuck. Cannot escape. It's like, I'm sorry, Trey, they value your opinion greatly and you must weigh in and pick a side. Stuck playing like the mediator as always. Because I guess that's true. If you think about it, that's kind of true in the sense that aside from us, the MC, like the only other real mediator in the Twist gang is Trey. So it's just like there's no one that, like, Trey at least tries to be like, okay guys, play nice, you know. Cater too sometimes, but Cater's a little bit more of a shit starter. But unfortunately, despite the amount of people we have, Jamil maybe at times, but Trey is literally the one that we're like, okay, Trey, please break up this fight. What was that? That was a scuttling sound I heard. Rats are okay, right? Poor Jamil. He is so traumatized. What is he angry about? He's angry that the bugs in Halloween Town have rights. Oh, I'm sure. He's probably just like screaming inside his head. Just all the spiders, all the bugs, all the creepy crawlies all over the place. He's just like, yeah, you never know. Around every corner, it could just be like a centipede or like a big old spider, maybe some cockroaches. You're probably kidnapping Jack. Well... Mob on a to flame. Hi, Alessia. Yeah, I'm surprised Jamil hasn't started trying to burn the whole town down with all the number of bugs around in this area. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's not Jamil that's gonna burn this town down. It's gonna be Riddle first. I love how no one can handle the kids. Forget the gentle parenting. Just, we gotta teach them a lesson. I lost words. Most kids are just annoying in general. Yeah, they can be, but it's just really funny because I feel like no one in this cast is equipped to actually handle the bratty type of children. Oh, okay, time to use that unique magic. To the hill past graveyard. I mean, it makes sense outside of Halloween Town. Sticks a troop just once. The thing is, it is useful, but the fact that you can only use it once on a person, like ever, that kind of sucks. Oh no, God. Are you gonna... I don't trust what he's gonna give. Oh, caterpillar. The trauma. He's... so shaken up. He is fighting for his life every second in this town. He is just so traumatized. The same length as your forefinger? I don't know. What does it mean? What do you mean? Rule 434. Hey, Cole, remember the dates? Yeah, that's the childhood trauma coming into effect. I'm surprised he's not finding food, like bugs in his food. You must recite a poem up to its discoverer. It's so random too. Yes, it's a caterpillar and it has to be 7 centimeters. He's like, bye. Let's just chase after the kid. No, you have to come back. You have to listen to my poem. Child, my poem. He's running after some kid. He's like, this kid just like literally runs circles around him. Oh, hi, Kittiness. Welcome to the stream. We're having a search party to look for us and Grim and Jack, but yeah, these boys aren't really getting anywhere. Almost gonna get... Does Locke even have a guardian? Does he have a parent? It's all about the rules and all about the contracts. It's like, oh my god. It's like... I don't trust these guys to be my first responders. I could be dying on the roadside here, you guys. You're taking forever to find us. They're all like, oh no, you know, it's been kidnapped. We gotta go save them. And then they're off doing like side quests. Not you too, Jade. Jamil's like, why are none of you guys going on the main quest? We're trying to get past the hill, and everyone is off doing random ass side quests. That's not driving the plot forward. I love that description. Tie targets, leaves, falls flat on his face, and then pops back up like a tilting dog. All like he's witnessed this several times. Jade, you are not one to talk. You cannot say there's something. It's like I think something ain't right with that boy when I'm looking at him. I am looking at you. All of that speech just to say, oh my god, we gotta go see those guys. It's gonna be absolutely hilarious. Jamil, we gotta go. It'll be a total hoot. Come on. We gotta point and laugh at them together. Okay, Dragonheart. Hope you sleep well and have a good day at work tomorrow. I mean, wouldn't Locke just run back to where the hideout is? Caterpillar. He's just like, absolutely not. Do not. I love how we just like keep like this is our second fight with this kid. I mean, I guess we could just be like, hey Locke, we want to join your plan. We also want to be part of Skully's grand plans here. Why don't you lead us to him, you know, so we can cooperate? Oh wow, we are getting into a lot of fights. Are we literally just fighting children? It just feels like we are just gonna be like fighting the trio of children. I'm gonna throw hands with a 10-year-old, I don't care. They better square up right now. Oh, and we have the natural megaphone. such a jab. Oh, wouldn't you know something about abducting other people? Flashback to book 6. Yeah, I mean, he is kind of tall. They can't really just drag him on the ground. Hi, Ito girl! Welcome to the stream! The guys have formed search parties and are trying to find Jack and us, but they really suck at it. So far, they're trying. They're coming up with a plan. There's Barrel. You're I love how Setback's like, oh, you wait, little man. I'm gonna give you the scolding of a lifetime. Just you wait. Like, what kind of grandma threat is this? Hi, Savon. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so basically, Skully, right, has kidnapped Jack and us, and the other guys are trying to find us. But they're not doing very well. Basically, the kids are trying to stall for time, and like, we've already had the other group talk with Locke. And they have not gotten very far, let's just say. We know where Skully is in the other group, but everyone's off on a side quest and no one's actually like getting, like, locking in on the actual mission. I didn't think they would do well. Yeah, no. They found out thanks to Jade's unique magic where we are, but no one has actually been able to take proper action. Except for Jamil, that is like, who's like literally yelling at everyone like, oh my god, we have to get to Jack right away, and then like literally Azul and Riddle are off in their own side quests. He needs to punish this kid. Silence, cucumber. A queen is speaking. Oh my god. First Apple, now Bill. It's just like, Sevek, you are insufferable. We're tired of you. Can you just leave? I just don't want to hang out with you anymore. point, idiot. You're not. You're like barely contributing. Yeah, they're like, we don't want this. We also don't want this. It's like, Sebek, could you stand over here? Oh. His stamina is really low. Oh, piggyback ride. So come on, is this jogging any ideas? Being on Sebek's back as you run across this town. Another jab. Less violent, member. Less violent. We're not using war tactics here, Sebek. We need something less violent. We can't just starve. Oof. Oh no, he's breathing in. Yo, the whole town's gonna hear you. They're gonna hear you dissing their king. Oh, here, all the ghosts. Oh, are they mad? It's too bad Skully's not close enough to actually hear, but all the ghosties are coming out and being kind of pissed. I love that though. They're the fact that the ghosts are literally coming out, being like, "Ooh, you dissing on our king? You want to fucking go? You gonna start a fight? I'll take you on." It's gonna fight more ghosts. Oh my god, setback, please. Whoa, Idia. You're gonna pull a hero move here? No, let him have a spotlight. Wait. I love that though. Everyone's like, we don't want to hang around setback. It's kind of hard to be around. I hear setback being like, well, I don't want to be around you either. You know what? Yes, let's let him have his moment. Let Idia have this win. I think he should be allowed to say some cool lines. He deserves a chance to say some cool heroic lines as he lets Sebek run off in the distance. It's like, don't worry, I'll hold him back here. Ah, that's why I haven't done the goddamn alchemy lessons. Okay. I'm behind on lessons, so let's go do some lessons, folks. Because, yeah, I forgot that. Or more like I didn't realize I had to do more specific lessons. So we're just gonna go pick anyone, I guess. Sure. We'll do some lessons. And we'll see. So I'm just gonna turn this down a bit in the meantime. Why do you have so many LP? Like the... You mean like the items to refresh the points? Oh. Or it's more like I like to top up. I want to use 20 LP so I can get to 20 alchemy. And I have a lot of items for LP because I don't always use them. Like, I actually play Twist very little, actually. I kind of do the bare minimum because I just don't have time to open my phone every 2 hours. That's the thing, which, like, I like that Twist is, you know, an auto, kind of very casual auto type of game. But if I'm working, like, from 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or whatever, I can't really be opening my phone at work, like, every 2 hours to log into Twist. It's kind of hard. I kind of wish there was a system I could just, like, build up all my LP and just spend it in one go. Which I like the where you can, you know, kind of use items to go over the limit, but the fact that the max LP is still sitting at just 10 and I have to open my phone every 2 hours in order to do my lessons kind of sucks. That's probably be one of the things I'd like for basically improvement, quality of life improvement. I would like if they actually could make the maximum LP from 10 to like 30. So then I'd be like, oh, my LP is finally full, I can just use 30 at once. I just don't want to keep opening the app all the time. Especially when I'm not in like a position, you know, sometimes it's inconvenient. I try to survive those requirements with only one LP, since I always use them. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know what happened, but at some point, I stopped getting push notifications from Twist. Like, I had them turned on in my app, but especially during the Culinary Crucible, I just stopped getting notifications when my ingredient excursions were done or when my LP was fully refreshed. Which is kind of weird. So yeah, sometimes I do get the notifications, but other times I don't. So unless I get the notifications, I never remember to actually open up my game and like log in and do all the stuff. But yeah, I mean, you think I have a lot of items in my English account? You should see my JP account. I have like an insane amount of items that I can't even use up because I just have so much of it. I could be doing lessons for days and I still won't be able to use up all the items. It's like from being basically stockpiling over the past 5 years. But yeah, talking about the anime tomorrow that is dropping. I think for me, I'm still at, when the anime drops tomorrow, I'm still going to be at work. So I can't watch it right away, but I have to avoid spoilers on Twitter because I know I'm going to get spoiled on Twitter. So probably have to stay off of the social media until I can actually, you know, get home, have dinner, and then watch the first episode, which I'm excited about. I'm gonna watch it in the English dub because I'm very curious to see how what the direction is like for the English dub, and hearing all the voices. They did announce some other cast members today actually, so like we have like voices of Sam and Chenya, so I want to hear how everyone sounds. I'm kind of excited for that, even if some of the characters only have 1 or 2 lines, which is really funny. It'll still be nice to see our boys finally animated. It's gonna release here at 3 p.m. but I'm out to hang out with my friend. Hanging out with friends is good too. The episode will still be there, but time with friends is precious. You know, that's the silver lining in that. Just avoid Twitter until you watch it. Yeah, I think I just have to like not go on Twitter and just be like, okay, once I'm done work, I can, you know, kind of make dinner, and then, you know, actually then be able to enjoy and eat while watching the anime. And then seeing all the boys. I can't believe it. It's been like, we've been waiting for this anime for so long. It feels surreal that it's actually gonna be tomorrow now. After waiting for so long, it's like, oh my god. I'm excited to see, especially, you know, all the, of course, like the movement of the characters that the game can't quite capture, along with, you know, the backgrounds and all. Hi Mercy. I'm sorry to hear you're feeling under the weather. I hope you'll get better soon. It's nice to have you pop in the chat though. I'm so sure they'll release also the concert video. So the concert video is actually out right now, but the problem is it's only in the Japan region, so it's region locked on Disney Plus. So you could, if you're able to get if you're in Japan, or you can actually, I don't know, use a VPN to access the Japanese Disney Plus, you can watch the concert. I think it's going to be there until the 7th of November, I believe. So you'll have some time, but yeah, it sucks that we can't actually watch it on the North American Disney Plus. It's region locked. I'm like, why would you region lock the concert? I don't get it, guys. Whether the people in Japan who couldn't attend the concert, we definitely couldn't attend the concert, so I don't know why they're not letting us watch it. I wonder if the anime will feature Heartsubule's crochet? The crochet? You mean like knitting? Like knitting crochet? I'm trying to remember like what part of Heartsubule crocheting. Will you release that in worldwide Disney Plus? I don't know. I hope they do. I know it's like the concert's only on streaming until November 7th, and then they released the Blu-ray in March of next year. So I think once people can get their hands on a Blu-ray disc, it'll be easier to find it on non-streaming sites, or like you could just watch it on DVD. But that's a long time. That's the new year, you know, and it's that FOMO where everyone's talking about the concert now and so exciting. It's like I had to wait until the concert is released on DVD in like a couple months, like in the spring. I think I saw someone put up a series of videos of the concert. Hopefully it doesn't get flagged. Yeah, I think that's been a big problem actually, because some people have been, I guess, like generous enough to have recorded clips of that concert. You know, they may be watching with their friends and whatnot, but the problem is that some people have generously shared and others have abused it. So, and because of that, people are getting flagged, or you know, the big mouse, the big cheese is coming down on them with like a DMCA asking them to take the stuff down. So if you happen to come across it in the wild, keep it to yourselves. We want to keep this on the down low, right? So that so people can actually be able to access it, but we don't want to make it too widely known, because yeah, the big cheese, the big boss himself will come and like bring down the hammer if you're not careful. The Flamingo Hedgehog, the game with them. Oh, okay. Oh, you mean croquettes? Okay. Whatever. Yeah, croquettes. The game, not the crochet. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I want to see that. You know, it's like I want to I saw a picture actually online of the mirror chamber. And I don't know about you guys, I always thought the mirror chamber was like a coliseum, you know, like circular room, circular seating. That's why I thought the mirror like was. And I'd be like, oh, you know, there's gotta be a large area where all the coffins of the students will be, and then it's like a circular room so everyone can see the ceremony taking place. But actually in the concept art for it, it is actually like a cathedral. Right? It's like everyone's sitting on these pews. It's like a church. And then the mirror is like at the end, like just, you know, wherever, floating up. So I was not expecting that. I thought this was a circular room, but apparently it is like a church, like a big cathedral. And everyone's sitting in these pews in the seating. And I was like, you know what, that makes a lot of sense, but I just never thought of it like that. So that's why I'm kind of hoping to see in the anime, where, you know, I have images of how certain things look in my mind, but then I'm sure the anime will come along and I'd be like, huh, so that's what it's actually supposed to look like. Okay. Didn't realize it. Croquettes, yes. Once the anime release, I'll eat up every screen time of silver. Yeah. Getting every single sliver of silver you can on the big screen. I thought it was a large circular room too. Yeah, I was like, I feel like it makes more sense in a circular room. How are people all the way in the back going to be able to see what's happening in the front? How do you split by the dorms properly? Or is it like all the freshmen sit in the front and all the seniors sit in the back? You probably won't get any until like Savannah Claw. Yeah, I feel too. Some of the characters, they're gonna say like one line Heartsabiel and then we'll just not see them until like several seasons later, unfortunately. Oh my god, Malleus, that's you can't you can't hold an entire town hostage to ask them about someone who's holding someone else hostage. No, Malleus, please. Trey is literally poor Trey. He is literally in like a little bit of a sticky situation because he's literally talking to two royals, right? One is the heir to Briar Valley, the other is the second prince of Sunset Savannah. If Trey says something that's like, you know, he say something that can make them mad, he could essentially cause like political tension. Yeah, mom, dad, can you stop fighting? Don't stop using him as intermediary. He's not a political negotiator. She's gotta be like, okay kids, like, I don't know, start holding hands, put on your get along together t-shirt. We gotta do this. Imagine it was Floyd in place of Trey. Oh my god. I think the whole Halloween town would have basically been reduced to rubble if we had Floyd potentially instigating the fight between these two. Leona does not do good at cheering people up. Hey, poor Jamil having to do that work. Well, your school had every student attend the first and last day of school. The last rows don't see much what's going on in the front. Yeah, exactly, right? I'm like, I can't believe I'm saying this. I mean, yes, I understand. Twist has its own aesthetics. You know, we're going into like a solemn ceremony, the church, the chapel that they're all in. But my guys, hear me out. Circular Coliseum seating. We need an auditorium. I thought it would be like, you know, leveled seating. How is anyone going to see shit from all the way in the back? I mean, great place to nap. I'm sure you can't, like, with everyone's having their hoods up and you're sitting all the way in the back, I'm sure it's a great time to take a nap. Ah, it's you! Hi, Elemental! Leon's better at instigating everything. Honestly, everyone just like starts lighting matches and throwing oil on all the arguments. back at Alia's horns. Yeah, that slippery little snake. Oh my god. Literally, while everyone is throwing hands with a, like, 10-year-old. I don't even know how old she is. I'm assuming she's 10. This 178-year-old man is gonna throw hands with a kid. I mean, technically he's, I suppose, like around 17 in human years, but still. Malleus Draconia! Fighting 1v1 against a human child. Their seat could at least invest in the second floor. Actually, I wonder if they have balcony seating. That might make sense if they have, you know, all the pews in the first floor and then having like balconies on the second floor. But again, I'm like, I don't think you can really see much. Luigi negative zone. Malleus is mad and Leona's having fun. Yeah, of course, at his expense. Everyone loves to point fingers at each other and laugh at the unfortunate such scenarios that the other person is in. Which is like, what is that word? It's a German word, and I'm gonna butcher this word. I know it. Schadenfreude, or something like that. Schadenfreude, where you're basically enjoying yourself, enjoying someone else's misery. No, this child must learn her lesson. Damn, Malleus. Oh my god, Malleus. He's thinking about it as he is planning on obliterating this child. She will be reduced to nothing but dust. Girl, you barely survived a death sentence. Sometimes I wish we got teleported in Royal Sword Academy. Yeah, we could have been, you know, romanced by so many princely gentlemen instead of being a therapist to a group of these boys, but we wouldn't change them for the world, come on. They certainly are a handful, but we love them. We can talk and acts like a gentleman. Forgot to be roll a sword. I don't know. I can't really imagine Skully in a Royal Sword Academy uniform. It just doesn't really seem to suit him, you know? RSA is objectively healthier for us. Probably for our mental health. Coming from a world, I love that. Coming from a different world is a legitimate excuse. I love how they accepted that we were just from another world, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah. We just don't know anything. Pale white face, hair plus white tuxedo. He could be one of the few dark mages in RSA. It would actually be very interesting if Skully was like RSA. Because I could see him getting along with others, but at the same time... Maybe RSA would have been better for him. He seems lonely, so I'm sure he would have found some other people that would accept him as is. It was actually stupid. Okay, don't throw Trey under the bus now, okay? Back to the violence. Okay. Tie him up and interrogate him. Perfect. Masterful plan, Malleus Draconia. It's like you two have a lot more similarities than you think. Oh, thank you, Trey, for actually thinking about us. Malleus is the Unga Bunga brute force type. Honestly, I mean, if you are like as stupidly strong as Malleus is, where you can just vertically ascend into the sky and fly off to and teleport without any like without even thinking about it, like you just breathe and you can teleport where you want. You have a unique magic that is literally like a national level threat. I guess. Like, why wouldn't you solve all your problems with force, right? When you're that strong and you just use your magic for everything and it's that easy for you, it's like, why would you not think of like, why would you not use brute force? He still has a long ways to go in learning some more attack, for sure. I love how poor Trey is literally being like the babysitter here. Like the teacher in the classroom be like, okay kids, settle down. Let's talk our problems over. Let's be nice. Oh yeah, Sally. Brute force tactics. Trey is literally like tiptoeing, playing on eggshells. It's like this is so funny. He's literally like between an argument. If you've ever been in an argument between two of your friends and you talk with one of your friends, you're like, oh my god, that so and so, like I can't believe they did this, you know, isn't it like the worst? And you're like, okay girl or bro, like I get it, you know, I understand. And then your other friend comes and talks to you and be like, oh my god, that person, absolutely can't stand them, like can you believe what they said? And it's like, okay, I get it, you know, and stuff like that. And you're like trying not to take either side, but then you're just like stuck being like, I don't want to be in this position. He's trying to just mitigate this. Yeah, he's truly sugarcoating her. Trying to placate them. Oh my god. Why is he saying it as if Trey is cheating on both of them? It's like, girls, you're both beautiful. Trey is such a cheater. And why are you making him sound like it's like, oh my god, he says this to all the girls, like, oh my god, Trey, you're such a liar, what an asshole, I bet you say this to all the girls. Of course. Hey, let's have a chat. By chat, I mean we're gonna fight. The ghost looks so cute though. I love the way they look when they're defeated. You're like, oh my god, I've been defeated. Oh my god. Oh wow, I can't believe they made up. Poor Trey did not ask for this. Alright, I gotta do only 9 more lessons. So not as bad. Not as bad. Let's do 9 more lessons. There we go. Get the funeral pyre from Trey, he's gonna need it. Yeah, R.I.P. But I feel bad for him though. He really is like basically stepping on, like treading on eggshells. Try not to piss either of them off because both of them are very prominent figures that, you know, could end his and his family's lives if they really wanted. But I guess now they both decided they're like, yeah, we're just gonna hate on Trey now. Oh, he can't get a break. He's gotta be a mediator for Riddle. Now he's gotta be the mediator for Malleus and Leona. He just can't get out of that big brother role. Still can't get Trey though. I mean, you want to be on someone's powerful than you on their bad. It's like, yeah, exactly, right? Look at someone big and powerful who literally could reduce you to ashes is like mad. You'll say whatever shit they want to hear to calm them down, right? You're not gonna be like voicing opinions that's gonna piss them off further because you value your life. It's like, okay, gotta pick your word choice carefully, but it was a lose-lose situation. There's nothing he could have done to make both of them happy, honestly. They wanted him to pick sides, he didn't want to pick sides, but there's nothing he could have said or done where both of them would have been happy with the outcome. You consider Floyd, who choose to challenge Salisbury too, even when it's getting mobbed. Yeah, Floyd loves a challenge. He will get his ass kicked, but he'll still be like, oh my god, that was the best thing ever. You better leave my big brother, Trey. Yeah, at this point, Trey's gonna start getting gray hairs. He's gonna start aging early, he's gonna start balding early. That's why he's got his hat. His hat is there to hide all his bald spots that he gets from all the stress of dealing with NRC people. I wonder that talk will be covered in Trey's vignette. I wonder that too, actually, because I don't think I've actually read the vignettes on from the JP side, so I actually don't know. But it seems like the whole like, oh, when we get to NRC, we're gonna have a talking. At least Trey could his hair color, probably. I wonder how long that will hold. Because, you know, yeah, he can change the taste and like properties of things, but I think they revert back to their original state fairly soon, right? Because it's not a permanent change. Though that would be really funny if like Trey could just use his unique magic to change his hair color and then just for a little bit, just to be impressive, maybe to impress a date or something, and then it just goes back to its original, all the original gray strands. I have Lilia permanently changed his hair color. He's the best in hair dye. But then again, I'm like, this is Twisted Wonderland. They have like beauty products with magic in them, right? So they gotta have like some magical hair changing dye. Which honestly, that's one thing in the Twist world I would be super interested in. I mean, they kind of talked about it during the Tapis Rouge event, but I would actually love to try beauty products in Twisted Wonderland because I want to know what kind of stuff they have there. Like, I'm sure there's gotta be like, you know, hair color changing potions that, you know, aren't as chemically strong as the ones we have in our world. Or, you know, maybe they'll have like, I don't know, voice changing potions. Maybe the hair growth serum that apparently is like super rare or something. Maybe they'll have, you know, like lip gloss that makes your lips a little bit more juicy. I need RSA to have more appearance. Yeah, I want to see more RSA people. They'll probably cure my depression I got from the NRC boys. Yeah, I mean, Chenya has been such a blast to see, and Neige is actually super sweet as well. The door, I'm kind of neutral on the doors overall, but I'm okay with like, yeah, Chenya and Neige. Would still like to see other RSA characters, all the other guys. The good stuff, yeah. I want to get the good stuff from Twisted Wonderland. Give me that good shit I can put on my face that like helps with acne and tightening my pores or something. Just like all the collagen serums. I'm sure they've have a more effective way of producing it than in our world. I remember production is highly restricted for the hair growth potion. Yeah, the hair growth potion was like very specific ingredients, highly restricted. Same thing with like the transformation potion. It's just like not everyone's allowed to do it. Oh, I hear Zero barking. Neige belongs to RSA. But I don't know how Chenya got there. Chenya's a little mischievous, but he's still good at heart, I guess. He won't really throw people under a bus like NRC does. Apple seemed completely hating on RSA and Sled. I thought it was hilarious. It was. They were such haters. Like, NRC are literally a school made of haters. Entirely of just people that hate on each other and on others. But it's really funny, though. It fuels their motivations. They just want to be like the biggest hater. Dog! That's right. That's also what I do when I see a dog. I'm like, dog! Oh. Hmm. Oh, at least he's giving compliments to Zero. I'm like, wait, you can understand dog? Sebek can speak dog? I'm like, first, what, was it Jamil that speaks dog? I forget now. Sebek can speak dog? Oh, damn. I didn't realize how many people could speak dog. I went through anyone under the bus, looks at Riddle's dream, and tell me that I get it. He was just being a little prankster. He was just being a little tricky. You know? Just cat things. It's just like how cats will, you know, like push things off the shelves and kind of like just, you know, cause havoc, but they're still cuties. Animal lingo is a class. Yeah, I guess like that's so funny because that's two characters that have spoken dog in this, but no one tried to speak dog to Stitch in the event, so I guess they didn't consider him enough of a dog to try to talk the dog language to Stitch. That's really funny though. I'm just gonna get my... Yeah, I gotta get my stuff here. There we go. But so that's hilarious. I love how they kept up the Sebek banner the entire time. Like, they didn't switch the image in the background. It's just been like Sebek this entire event. They unintentionally play a part in the overblots. So I was like, But that's cute though. That like Sebek's can actually at least they can like speak to Zero. It's like, oh okay. Sebek's got a lead so far at the very least. Which what? Yeah, Idia's fighting off ghosts. Leona's doing his own thing. Malleus and Treya are also kind of doing their own thing. And then Jamil has like caught up, it seems, with... Was it Locke? Yeah. So everyone is going to eventually arrive at the meeting point. But I was like, what are we doing during this time? Where's my date with Skully? Where's my special Halloween date with Skully? We didn't get to see what we were doing this whole event while the other boys were looking for us. I wanted to know. I'm like, I wanted to spend time with Skully J. Graves. Yeah, they did that with Malleus and Callum and past Halloween as well. Promise Sebek will play a big role there. Skully might be a warning for Sebek to not become more like Jamil and Leona. Be a warning. Our date is behind the PG filter. Holding hands is the best you get. When am I going to get the uncensored hand holding? I'm sorry. I guess that's like PG-16. We get gloved hand holding. Anything more than that is too salacious. Uncensored hand holding is locked behind PG-16, I suppose. He gets to blow kisses at us though. Apparently that's okay. We get the smooches. I guess I'll be at the end. Since YK parallel like Idia, Rolo, Callum, Ernesto. Yeah. Sebek, Skully. Since they both have the idols. Yeah, they gotta have like some showdown, right? At the very end. They gotta get their like speech. That's like... They give their like sort of heroic, life-changing speech and then beat the shit out of... beat the shit out of the guy. That's usually how it goes at NRC, right? It's like, okay, I hear you. I understand your reasoning, your drive behind what you do. I'm still gonna kick your ass though. And then we're all gonna go back to celebrate Halloween like nothing happened. Well, that's the one for Rolo. Yeah, Rolo and Idia have the like, oh yes, we both have brothers that passed away. Yeah, he's wearing gloves. It should be fine then. He gets to talk about kissing us awake too. Thanks for fan art, JPI artist. Yeah. I have to like get into my Delulu mind theater to imagine it, because the game doesn't really give us anything, like no extra CG or art about that. So in my mind theater, it is we can be in Skully's arms as he talks about kissing us awake and waxes poetic, sharing our date under the moonlight of Halloween Town as we hold hands through the woods or something. They're starving us. I need more moments with Skully. Yeah, I'm like, where's my moment with Skully? I didn't even get to see a single moment of Skully in this book. So sad. We got to see him only at the end of the last book, and then there's nothing of him here. I suppose book 5 will be all about that, but it's still a shame. I'm like, not even a little crumb, not even a little crumb of a scenario that we can work with. Glow mask SSRs felt like the present future towards the bell of time. An interesting way of thinking about that. Especially when the SSRs were like Malia's, Azul, and Idia. Chapter 4 felt short. Yeah, it kind of did actually. I felt like chapter 4 was shorter. Even with like me doing the lessons in between, it did actually feel shorter than book 3 was. I don't mind getting kidnapped by Skully. I love it though. Skully is such like... Everyone loves Skully. He's such a fun character. Like, the other Halloween characters were really interesting. I feel like all that Halloween characters have been really interesting. Like, Rolo was a pretty wild concept when he first came out. We were like, really? We're gonna have a, like... You're gonna literally do a, you know, Hunchback of Notre Dame event? With literally like twisted from Frollo? That was like a wild take at the time. And Frollo himself is actually a pretty funny guy, unintentionally funny. I think he's neat. And then Ernesto was such a sly little bastard, but you can't hate him either. He was like that charming scam artist, like the absolute con man, but you're like, you know what? I can't hate you. You're just too interesting. Villains are always fun. Yeah, that's probably why. It was, yeah, because Rolo and Ernesto were still like pretty fun. But Skully is a different kind of fun. Better than RNRC students and other Halloween event characters. I think it's because Skully is such a whimsical fellow. He's just like, he has his hyperfixation and his idol, but he's just so friendly. And I think it's because we're so used to NRC being so hostile towards each other and like also making jabs at us that it's kind of refreshing to have someone like Skully. It's kind of like Rook, you know, because we have Rook, and Rook is sometimes refreshing with the way he compliments us and everyone around him. Like, he's got that zest for life. And Skully is kind of like that, where he has a certain, like, zest to him. He's, like, very lively. Not as, like, you know, positive as Rook is, but still, like, a very lively character. And I think it's, like, it's a nice break, I guess, from the other casts. Curiously, ironically, Rolo is still the most competent mage of the Halloween new faces. He concocted an entire plan to try and eliminate all mages in the world, which I'm like, that was very ambitious. And he did it without anyone suspecting him in the least. So he had a carefully hatched plan, and he was actually very close to getting away with it. If, you know, if we didn't stop him in time, or the flowers spread further, like, he could have gotten away with his plan. He could have won. I'm gonna switch over to... Let's switch over to my chat here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna come here. So I can see you guys. We can chat over tea. It's making me want to follow through more on my ideas for Mulan, Shan Yu, inspired OCs. Oh yeah, I do want to see more Mulan. I'm honestly on that boat of like, I need to see Shan Yu. Like, please give me a Shan Yu. I need Shan Yu and Twist. We're so starved of affection because of NRC boys. That's why we like Skully. You know what? That's probably why. Like, the only people that are really nice to us is like Rook, but Rook is a bit of a freak, so he is like a double-edged sword there. But the fact that Skully is just so nice to us, like, he is so affectionate, I think we're just starved of it. We're like, oh my god, someone is not making jabs at us, someone's being nice to us. He's blowing us kisses. We must be friends. We want. We are. Maybe we're just affection starved. We're touch starved. Or we're like, yes, Skully, we will accept your kidnapped hostage date if it means we can hold hands. Skully starts like Sebek, becomes more like Jamil, and finally Leona towards Skellington. Huh. Jamil's the bridge between retainer and usurper. Jamil really is, yeah, both, but he really is both. But I guess like in book 5 we'll finally get to hear from Skully's side of the story, I assume. Shan Yu would be cool to see. Mulan's my favorite of the princesses. He's a big guy though. Yeah, he's kind of more of a big build. Not like, maybe not as big as Vargas, but I actually would like to see more like buff characters. Like Jack, at least, you know, Jack is pretty buff, pretty ripped. But it'd be nice to kind of see a more like bigger build for like Twist guys. Oh yeah, Callum is Silver too. Callum is affectionate as well. We love Callum and Silver. Silver is not like super affectionate, but he is super nice. He is an absolute sweetheart. Just a light trio. I think that's what we're missing. We're just missing the light trio. Ace is right there, but his idea of affection is teasing or being a tsundere. Ace is like, to me, Ace feels like that childhood friend, boy next door type, where he is, you know, actually really sweet, and he will have your back, but he, you know, he's gotta be so teasing that you sometimes just want to punch him in the face because he's being a jerk, but affectionately, you know. That'd be really cool. I'm still waiting for Captain Hook. Yeah, Captain Hook is on my list. I think the two I really want to see. Actually, okay, top 3 Twist villains I want to see in Twist, okay? Captain Hook is number 1, because I'm like, where is my pirate boy? Or man? I want to see my pirate man in Twist. Because pirates are cool. I want to see an Ekim and Captain Hook. Shan Yu, because I want to... I'm like, I need to know what on earth they would do with, like, Shan Yu, you know? It's like, would they make him, you know, kind of grayish like he is in the movie? Would he be a bigger build? Like, I'm curious on that. And Yzma, because I think... any character twisted from Yzma is going to be an absolute riot, and I want that. I want to see that. I've drawn a Shan Yu and the Cricket OC, but I also think a Mushu. Oh, that'd be cute. Yeah. Cricket OC is also interesting. Like, I don't really see a lot of I guess OCs based off bug or creature, like bug creatures. Ace is a bully. Yeah, he is. His love language is teasing bully. Sometimes too much. But I think when he realizes he's going overboard, he does rein it in. If there's a Captain Hook, Sebek would be a more fitting SSR against him. Crocodile versus Captain. Crocodile versus Captain Hook. Ace can be he's pretty suggestive comments to MC. Like when they exchange numbers, he encouraged calling him. Yeah, Ace is like, he throws like really flirty statements, but it feels like he's like doing like a haha JK, just joshing with you when he does stuff like that. And I'm like, Ace, if you were an Otome game character, if you were like, if this was a Shoujo manga, you'd be fumbling so hard right now, Ace. Like, Ace, you need to step up. You're gonna lose the girl if you don't step up. If you were a Shoujo male lead, you gotta start stepping up. You're there. You know, foundation is set, but you know, other handsome gentlemen may come and sweep the girl away. Light trio for Christmas. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. If that was like the SSR for, but I think there's a handful of characters who haven't gotten Halloween SSRs yet, so I want to say I think like SSR wise, Trey hasn't gotten the Halloween SSR, Deuce hasn't gotten one, Lilia hasn't gotten one. Like there's a handful full of people who haven't gotten one. Rook as well, so there's a possibility. I feel like Lilia might be the SSR. I don't know, I just have a feeling. I think Shanyu is probably the same build as Gaston. They have big upper bodies. Yeah, I need to see more beef. I like seeing some more diversity in the bodies, right? Like it was kind of cool seeing in the third, like Yuta, right? The protagonist in the third manga, like octagonal manga. It was cool just like seeing like he has like more like bigger build, right? And then there's like also beefy builds. Like, just need more diversity. Yzma. Oh, great, because it's locked in a constant overblot state. His UM could block harmful side effects, but it creates a paradox for him. Huh, that'd be interesting. Interesting explanation, yeah, for having him be gray. I feel like Ace likes the MC or something. Ace is, yeah, he likes. Oh, Ace. I think he does kind of like the. I feel like Ace does like the MC, but he is fumbling so hard. Like Ace, you gotta get your shit together. They're both MC's a tough nut. Yeah, I feel like MC is also kind of oblivious sometimes. Like you can make choices that just make you sound more oblivious, or be like, I want to go home. I like to think Ace has a crush on you because it's just a cute trope. I think it is it's cute, you know. Heart shackle group is just so they're actually really sweet. It's actually very cute in terms of like us being the fact that Deuce calls us his best friend is actually really cute. It's like, oh, he thinks we're his he like we're his best friend, we're his bestie. I think that's really sweet. Even he fights with Ace all the time, and Ace isn't really on. He doesn't really think of Ace as a friend, but I'm like, come on, you guys, you guys are friends. Ruggy have no Halloween SSR. Yeah, I feel like Ruggy needs. There's some guys that haven't had a Halloween SSR yet, and yeah, they're overdue for one. So I feel like Deuce needs an SSR. Yeah, Ruggy, Trey, Lilia, Floyd, Rook. So only 3 of them, I assume, are going to be next Halloween's SSR on the JP side. So it's hard to say because I don't know. I don't know if it would be. Like, I feel like Lilia might be one. Ruggy, also very likely, I would say. Give or take, but it could be other. I feel like Ace and Deuce wouldn't be friends without you tying them together. Yeah, you is like the glue, right, that holds them together. So it's like we're all friends. But it would be sad though if like we go back to our world and then just leave the two of them behind, and then they're like, okay, what do we do now? We just fight all the time. Peter Pan event. Ooh. Yeah, I was like, I'm surprised we didn't have some sort of like Peter Pan event yet. Just maybe potentially a next Halloween event. After Nightmare Before Christmas, maybe we can finally have some Peter Pan event. My youth tying them together by pulling on both of their ears when they fight. Sometimes that's just how it has to be done. Sometimes these boys just need a good tug on their ears and be like, okay, you listen here. You listen here, young man. You boys need to start working together, or I swear to God, these slippers are gonna come off and you're gonna feel them. They just need like... It just need like someone to like kind of smack some sense into them at times. I was trash talking Jade and now he's showing up in my polls, Pinterest and TikTok. Yeah, that was your first mistake. You trash talk Jade. He's in your walls now, and now he's gonna show up everywhere. And the more you think about him or notice him, the more he will appear. I mean, you have like a Chip and Dale Aspire event on JP. Yeah, it's true. It's because we're actually very close to where JP is, right? So I assume, you know, after this Halloween event, we'll probably do more of the main story, and then Eternity Float would be, you know, the next hometown event, and then we also have the Chip and Dale event as well. So we're not that far behind on JP side. We just can't really fast forward birthdays and Halloween is all. I honestly don't know about Pull for his Eternity Float. I'm so tempted. Every time I see that card, especially the Groovy, I'm like, oh my god, you are testing me. The gacha gods are testing me so hard right now. The temptation is so real. Eternity Flow might be my favorite hometown event so far. It seems like such a fun, cute little event. I'm super biased, but I'm also looking forward to it as well. You know what? Might as well embrace his kindness and join that weird family. I do like Georgina, the leech, Mama Leech, basically. The Leech Bro's mother. She seems so cool, so stylish. I want to know what their dad looks like as well. But maybe it was a good they didn't show his dad, because I think I know if they had shown Jade and Floyd's father in that event, I would not be able to hold myself back, okay? I would have to be bonked repeatedly. You'd get me off that man. So I guess it was for the sake of the world that they had Georgina instead, who she is also still a very hot mama. She's so cool. I'm not a Jade stan, but I might want that card because the art is so good. It is. The art is so nice. The Groovy too. I'm like, there's two. It makes sense, but I'm like, the fact there's two cards of Jade being wet is, that's like 2 nickels right there. I'll take advantage that he's nice to my polls. Yeah, you gotta go for it. You gotta take advantage of that. They knew if they showed the dad what would be unleashed. Yeah. It was for the sake of world peace that they could not show Jaden Floyd's dad. You would not hear the end of it from me if they ever did. It was for the sake of world peace. They would not be able to handle the other earthquake that would have shook the fandom if that happened. Eternity Flow is probably one of the prettiest. It is. I like it. It's like the fact that, you know, the area that they're in, right? It's very Mediterranean style to it, and it looks so nice. It reminds me of like, you know, the coastal, I guess, places in Italy or Greece, like that kind of vibe. And I'm like, ooh, it just looks so nice. I would like to come here on a vacation in Twist. I need to be bonked for Georgina. She's too pretty and I simp. You know what? So valid. Georgina is gorgeous. The fact that she is like, she's taller than Jade and Floyd. So she's got the lady like Dimitrescu effect, where it's like, oh wow, she big tall mama. She's such an elegant lady too. I'm like, I can't believe the Tweels spawned from you. It's like you spawn these little gremlins. They don't hold a light to your elegance, Georgina. I wonder whatever Eternity Flow gets an encore, who would be the fitting bonus SSR. Ooh, yeah. Callum would be really nice. Have him attend a wedding. I feel like he would fit right in. Callum for water and Jasmine's marriage. Idia for the treacherous fairy. Idia already had ghost marriage, so it'd actually be really funny if they just put him in another wedding event. I feel like you would not catch him at a wedding voluntarily. We already barked from our leech, let alone the father. Yeah. I don't know, man. Something in those waters. The leech genes surely are strong. Everything I like about Jade is present in that event. Yes. The appreciation for Jade. Because he was being a very nice tour guide during that event. It was very pleasant. I liked it. How nice Jade looks in the suit. I'm sure when the twins grow up more, they'll be quite handsome. Floyd's energy though, oh my god. It's like, it reminds me of like the fan arts, right? I have seen fan arts of like older Tweels, and I gotta say, they look real fine. Especially when they like slick their hair back. I don't know, looks really good. Though it's really funny too, because I see a lot of fan arts, you know, they age up the Tweels, so it'll be like, here are the Tweels, they're in their adult years, and they usually put Jade in like a very nice suit, very polished look, like he looks so good. And then they also put Floyd in a suit, but he looks like a sleazy Yakuza, not gonna lie. Some of the fan art, I'm like, older Floyd looks like a sleazy Yakuza. They decided to just give him like the gold ring necklace with, you know, with like the button down shirt, except he's showing like a V cut and with like a blazer over. I'm like, you look like a maybe the gold chain or something. He looks kind of sleazy, not gonna lie, but he still looks handsome. You say tall parents make tall kids. Oh yeah, the twins are still growing. I think there is mentioned somewhere that Floyd is still growing. Or they have a remix where Floyd's a man and the father shows up instead. Oh, it'd be, oh, I could see like maybe, yeah, they bring Floyd in for that event. I could see that. I love Skully and Silver, but I have more cards of Jade and Silver. Sometimes the gacha just does that. You just get more cards of one character. They put Rook in both wedding events, so he's only an R card. Twist is scared. Yeah, I'm like, I was kind of mad. I was like, why did you put Rook in 2 wedding events and made him an R card in both events? That means I can't get a groovy of him. But maybe they couldn't groovy him because they knew it would be too strong. He has too much intense energy that they could not put him in a groom outfit and give him an SR groovy. But I was so sad. I'm like, no, Rook, you look so good and I can't even get a groovy version. It's this R card. I don't know, I should start liking him or something. I'm scared of him. That's where it all begins, guys. Sometimes you just gotta embrace the fear boner. I just realized who the tools remind me of. Jade as Yakuza 0, Majima, Floyd as Mad Dog. Yeah, Majima. I can see that. I can see that. Which is funny because I talked about how Leona looks like Yakuza 0 Majima in his Halloween card in this banner. But Floyd as Mad Dog, yeah, Majima, I can totally see it. The Majima everywhere system, except it's just Floyd everywhere. But ironically, or maybe no surprise, guys, my favorite character in Yakuza is Majima. I like Majima very much. I saw a lot of Tweel fan art for different hairstyles. That really too much for my heart, honestly. Sometimes they look so good. I don't know. Older Tweels just like hit different, and I'm like, oh my god. They look so nice. Very deep into Mafia allegations. Yeah, you know what? Might as well just play it up. Gotta lean into it. If they're already having Mafia allegations, clearly Jade embraces that. He's so sus, and he doesn't like reveal anything about his family. I don't know what kind of business his family is in, but we're just gonna assume some sort of, yeah, C Mafia. Even regular SSR Floyd looks like a sleazy Yakuza. You're not wrong. He does kind of look like it. They got the Mafia look. Octavino's uniform's got Mafia vibes to it already. Anyways, they didn't even get Malleus in the water. Still mad at that. Yeah, Malleus too OP. Even the water can't touch him. We just want to see Malleus wet. And I mean, like, I mean that as in like physically wet. As in, I mean, you know, like water, ocean water on him, okay? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. In Eternity Float, Rook's the seagull. True, Malice is Prince Eric and Riddle's the Ariel. Oh yeah, the colors! Yeah, Rook's was all like white. Malice is Prince Eric. Riddle as Ariel. He could also be Sebastian the crab. Or, yeah. He was all wearing like the red hair. Soon only I love you. Oh my god. 24 Hour Cinderella. I love that. I'm pretty sure Leech family are mafioso. I don't know if I want to join that kind of family. They look, they seem like very nice fellows. I mean, Georgina seems really nice, but yeah. I feel like if you want to join a family, you gotta go through some sort of like, not hazing, but some sort of like test. I feel like they'll put you to the ringer to see if you're worthy. But if you survive it, then you're like, it's smooth sailing from there. You're all good. Not too scared, Floyd. We're both stubborn. So whatever nickname he gives isn't too embarrassing. Yeah, it's cute that he gives everyone a very specific nickname. Jay did mention having connections of his own by helping Bill. Yeah, I'm sure that connections involve his family, and I don't know, they're in some kind of business. Shady business. Maybe Ace will be their Floyd remix as the crap. Just put Ace in it just so that he can wear a red suit and be like, yeah, you're the crab now. Floyd extorted 100 pulls when the Rabbit event had a rerun. Totally Mafia lead. Oh yeah, I forgot about Floyd being in that was such a random card for Floyd to be in. I love it because for that White Rabbit event, like Deuce looked like such a like, aw, cute little bunny rabbit, you know, he's so adorable. Same with Apple, you're like, aw, look at the cute bunny. And then Floyd just looked like a messed up hair, you know, like one of those types of rabbits in a wild, like a hare that like has the shining red eyes when you try to take photos of it, and they look like they're on crack, like that type of creature. That's like Floyd. You go from like, oh, a cute rabbit to like, oh my god, what has this hair been through? I'm surviving those trials. Once Jay takes me to his parents and they talk about the trials, I'm out of there. Oh please, as long as they don't have me cut off my arm or something. Floyd's rabbit card is so menacing for no reason, yeah. I'm like, why does it look so ominous? Why is it such a scary rabbit? Okay, the more I think about it, the more I want a Floyd remix. Yeah. I think it'd actually be a good choice, actually, considering Floyd was supposed to be in the event, but he was like, nah, I didn't want to go, sort of thing. So having him actually be a card in the event would actually make canon sense. I think Floyd was supposed to be like Mad Hatter. I feel like that was what they were going for, and yeah, they definitely got the mad part of the Mad Hatter down for sure. He reminds of the Caterpillar, I guess. Oh yeah, he was like super chill. That's true. I feel like I guess he could be the Caterpillar character. He's always menacing. He's a natural menace. You can't be surprised. You know, yeah, true, because his dorm SSR Groovy was him looking like he's about to step on you. His Vargas camp Groovy was him looking like he's going to stuff, like he's gonna gut Grim and stuff him. Like, he looked very menacing in that card with Grim. So it's not surprised that his White Rabbit event also looks equally menacing. Full of madness and wonderland for sure. This is our twisted wonderland. Want to see Twills interact with Chenya? I think they would get along. I think like the Twills would love Chenya if like Chenya could show off his invisibility skill. And then kind of just like try to mess around with them. Teals are both menace to society. Jade is sadist and Floyd is a menace. Yeah, poor Georgina definitely had her hands full with these boys, especially with Jade. Jade is a different type of menace. Jade is such an instigator. He is like Jade is like everything. Jade's a sadist. He's an instigator. He is a bystander. He is mastermind manipulator. If Azul saw Chenya UM, he'd definitely want a contract. Azul wants like everyone's UM. The more UMs, the better. He wants to stockpile them. Isn't sadist a type of menace? I guess. I mean, you have like there's like prankster. There's a prankster menace. Like Ace is kind of more like a prankster menace where you're like, oh my god, this guy's kind of annoying, but only because he tells really stupid jokes and does stupid pranks. That type of menace. Well, yeah, I would say sadist is different the type of menace. That one's more like a scarier. I would say a scarier type. The Tweels are the type of menace that just like loom over you. They're like intimidation. They're casting intimidation. So that's how they establish their dominance. But I'm curious now when that event will actually come out, because again, we're actually very close to November. So very soon, I think, yeah, by this weekend. That's true. By this weekend, we will find out the new schedule for next month and see what banners lie ahead that will drain us of our wallets. That's what I like about Jade. He's so thorough with every role he plays. Yeah, honestly. He is like the world's best secretary, ex-butler. He is also a prankster. He is a mountain climber. He is like a weirdo. He's a lot. He's a lot in one. So he is a very interesting character in that regard. And JP eternity floating after book 7 ended. Kind of crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. We are like, we're almost done. The book 7 are our end. I think it's very highly likely we will get the next main story in November. That's my prediction. That's my how I feel. I think they will bring out the next part of the story very soon. I have 3 copies of Jade's Halloween SR I got from 110 Paul. Ooh, yeah, 10 to 3 copies. 3 Jades. I made edits of him in my FYP and art of him in my Pinterest. Oh, that's a lot. Because it doesn't feel like a post book 7 kind of event. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Because right now where we are in book 7, it's just like, yes, Malleus has put the entire island to sleep. We're like, we need outside help to break the barrier. We have to go and band together to take down the big boss that is Malleus Draconia. And then right after, we're going to attend a wedding. I love it. I feel like the worst shit could be happening during the main story, and then people are just like on vacation in these hometown events. I love like the tonal whiplash you get from between the events and the main story. He's definitely listening to the part that I hate him. Yeah, he's in your walls. He's in your Wi-Fi. He'll be listening. He's there. Don't forget, he's present. Yeah, definitely listen. And Malleus is invited. Of course. We have to invite. I love that. It's just like, hey, buddy. I know you like put everyone to sleep and it could have killed us, but do you want to come to this wedding? And then they're on their merry way. I was like, maybe the Mountain Lovers Club and the Gargoyle Club need to have a collab since they're both solo clubs. Maybe they just need to like get together and, I don't know, go on hikes to look at gargoyles or climb mountains together. Inviting the prince almost put the whole world to sleep. That's how we know. We're like, okay. I love how the whole vibe of it just feels like we're good now, right? We can put the past behind us. We're cool, right? We're cool. Soon Jay will leave the walls to let you know he's buying a ring. Good luck. That is such an ominous statement. Soon. Let's hope not yet. Oh man, he just hears everything. We're like, Jade's everywhere. Never let down your guard. There could be a Jade in every corner. Niche interest club would be nice if it weren't NRC. Yeah, I'm surprised, you know, that there's gotta be like a bunch of other clubs there, right? There's all, you know, you think there'd be like some sort of like arts and craft club or like an arts club in general. It's gotta be like a music club, maybe a book, like a literature or book club, cooking club. It's gotta be more. It's just that we only get to see the ones the boys are involved in. I wonder what kind of other sports are there too, because I mean, yeah, they have Magic Shift and Equestrian as sports, but I'm like, you're telling me there's not a single, there's gotta be a there's gotta be like a soccer / like football club at NRC. Like if it parallels our world, I mean, like there's no way soccer does like the concept of soccer does not exist in Twisted Wonderland. Could you imagine magical soccer? I tried to picture it in my head, and I'm like, to me, magical soccer, like in Twisted Wonderland, it's just like Blue Lock, but like full on like magic intensity. It's just Blue Lock, except with like actual magic in there. I'll start a therapy club for them since the handmade world. Honestly, everyone's invited to the therapy club, but knowing how boneheaded these boys are, no one will actually come. I would. It's like I think a therapy club would be good for them, but knowing them, they probably wouldn't even show up, and the ones that do show up probably don't even need therapy as much. There's pop music club and gastro. Yeah, Grimm and his gastro club. I forget about that. I was like, what do you do in the gastro club, Grimm? You're just eating. I don't think he even cooks. Pop music club seems pretty chill though. Even though it doesn't seem like they actually get anything done. I want to go to table tennis. Table tennis, ping pong. It's been a while since I played. I also used to play badminton. They don't know how soccer is, but they have basketball. How curious. Oh, right, yeah. Basketball club, right? So I'm like, if they have basketball, they gotta have soccer. I don't know, some Twist equivalent of Blue Lock exists, I swear. Honestly, the best therapy they can get is either from Styx or Malice's own dream world. Yeah, I mean, they did face their shadow self in Malice's dream, so I guess they kind of had some therapeutic released in that regard. Callum will come because he's nice, but he doesn't even need therapy. Or Silver. Those were nice. Callum needs a different type of therapy. Callum is not necessarily depressed, but he does have issues to work on, where it's just like, I think you need to value your life more, Callum. You're taking it too nonchalantly. He's also very much a people pleaser, so he's got stuff to work out, but it's very different from the stuff the other guys need to work on. I love to be part of the pop music club because it's so chill. Yeah, right? They literally sit around eating snacks and like drinking tea. They hardly even practice, so it is indeed a very chill club. Plus, you know, you have Cater, Callum, and Lilia there, and those three are so fun to hang out with, I would think. He needs life skills. Oh my god. Yeah, Callum, go back to like Culinary Crucible, learn more cooking skills. Even they got therapy, none of them will admit it. They have to keep their image. Yeah, they're too proud. That's a problem. They're way too prideful. I'll start a Sepak to Crawl club. Oh, it's really popular here. You can only use your legs, chest, or head to bounce the ball. Oh, okay. Legs, chest, or head to bounce the ball. Oh, it's kind of like what? Like a hacky sack? Is like the North American equivalent, where you're trying to like, you have this like beanie bag thing that you can only use your feet to kind of kick it around, and you're not supposed to touch it with your hands. The fact that Lilia went from hard in general to joining the pop music club is golden. Lilia is such a conceptually, Lilia is actually like a really good character. Like in terms of like not just like, you know, character design, background and stuff, like conceptually he is a good character. He is such a fun character. Went from like some human hating fae hardcore general to now this single dad who plays like online MMORPGs and goes to school with his son. Like, and it's part of the light music club. Yeah, let Lilia enjoy his retirement. He's earned it. He's earned that retirement. Yes, but we use a woven ball. Ah, okay. That makes sense. A hacky sack is a woven ball, actually. It's really similar. Oh, okay. So I guess like we're thinking of kind of a similar thing. But it's kind of cool that these are just like different variations of like a similar activities or sports. I was like, oh, like club. I think I talked about clubs before and or see which ones I would join. Maybe like cooking club would still be fun. Or a sewing club. I would join, actually, I wouldn't mind joining the fencing club. I did fencing for 2 semesters. And it was like, it was hard for me with my short legs, but it was still like a interesting experience. I would go back to do fencing again. So I don't know, if they have a fencing club, maybe I'd join that. Both Idia and Lilia convinced me they're probably the writer's favorite characters. I think there is a bias on Twist's end for Idia. I don't know, that's just a vibe I get. I'm like, someone's a little biased for Idia. He gets a lot of spotlight, he gets a lot of good SSRs. And yeah, Lilia's just like, she's just such a good character concept. I love it. Especially too, where you see Lilia, I love that Lilia's voice is not what you expect when you see him at first glance. I want silver, but Jade is haunting me. He's in my walls. Yeah, he is. It'd be like, haha, have some nice, sweet dreams with just Jade in your walls. I don't. Just, yeah, I'm trying to. Octagonal also seems like a bias for some. Like in terms of the events and attention that they get. I would say Octagonal is definitely up there. Like Lilia's a good character. Idia does get a lot of highlights, and then Malleus is literally the poster boy, so he gets a lot of preferential treatment. Octagonal, in the sense, I think there was like, and then Hearts of the Buell, I feel gets a lot of material actually, because they're the first dorm. So like, maybe that's why, because Hearts of the Buell will get the anime first. They got the manga first. They got the light novel first. Hearts of the Buell gets everything first because they're the first dorm, and so it feels like they have more things than everyone else. Need more cards of my son Grimm. Oh yeah, because they only really release Grimm cards at anniversaries, so I guess we could honestly use more Grimm cards. I want Malleus cards, but he's really playing hard to get, even after all this time. Others like Azula Kinder, even Floyd. Yeah, it's hard when you have faves that you want to pull for, but then they still want to come home and gotcha. Or like for me, I find it really hard to pull any Diasomnia cards. Like I hardly ever get any Diasomnia characters usually in my polls. Even books that was Vill's turn to carry against Idia. It only felt a little more than the other overblotters. Yeah, Idia had like a whole thing too, with like his overblot fight and then his whole story. He also had very high stakes in that one too. Hearts of Buell being first kind of feels like an injustice to how unique they really are, but Book 7 made their dorm truly shine. Yeah, it was nice to finally get some additional stuff. I mean, like, I say that in terms of like, we got more stuff for Riddle and, you know, Ace as well. Deuce's dream was kind of like, okay, this is kind of a wild adventure, and if you will, and Cater's dream as well was kind of a trip, but it was still nice to see, like, especially with Ace and Riddle. And Trey too, you get a little bit more in their dreams in Book 7. Savannah Claw is the one being done dirty. Book 2 is a mess, kind of rushed. I have to agree with you there, actually. I think, yeah, like Savannah Claw is probably the weakest, like, arc in Twist, right? Because it was certainly not as strong as the other dorm arcs that followed after it, which is unfortunate. At least, like, it's like, I felt like with Savannah Claw's thing, like, there wasn't really, like, a proper closure to it, I felt. It was a little, like, they kind of talked about it a bit in book 7 in the dreams, but, I mean, that's a lot of books to get to wait for until you get that closure. AD is the only Overblotter who's conscious of his Overblot, and even the Phantom Ortho. Yeah. It was really cool. It was a really cool concept in battle. So far I know ADO was making out like a bandit in terms of overblock caveats. ADO is kind of a cheat in the sense that, I mean, his whole curse is that it eats blot, right? So he's just and then not to mention, yeah, opening the gates to the underworld, releasing all those overblot monsters into the world. So it's just like, yeah, this is pretty big. But I would say, like, so book 2 was definitely kind of very weak in the story department, and then book 5 felt kind of like a filler, not gonna lie. Book 5 had some fun parts to it, but book 5 kind of felt like overall an anime filler arc. I don't know how to describe it. I think it's because so much of book 5 was spent just like practicing for the VDC and then going around and checking with the other like students about what was happening at the VDC. So like I feel like a lot of nothing happened in book 5 until we actually got to the VDC. Yeah, I felt Leona was done dirty with his arc because it left out critical information that made him less sympathetic than the other Overblotter stories. Yeah, and like it was, you know, they had this whole backstory that like kind of happened, but then there's also like, I guess it's because he also like almost killed Ruggy. Like Ruggy could have died during that confrontation, and because Leona is so prideful, it's not like he felt any sort of like outward remorse for what he did. So it kind of felt like, okay, Leona overblot, we punched him, and then everything settled, and Leona was like, okay, I guess this is it, and then it kind of just ended there. What's interesting about book 5 was that Vil wasn't even an antagonist until the very climax. Yeah, because like everything was kind of like built up, and then literally right at that moment where he's like, actually, yeah, he's gonna go poison Neige now. And it's like, oh, okay. And then, you know, the overblot happened like very shortly after. Vil was like a bad plot twist villain. Oh, you mean I in terms of like, surprise, it's a twist. It's like he's actually trying to poison the hero in this. One of the things in book 2 that just amused me was how all the other dorms targeted Savannah Claw instead of the school at the end. Yeah, just any excuse to get them. Jamil's backstory censored. Yes, it made a lot more sense in the JP side. The fact that that is one problem with the EN version, the EN server, is that Jamil's backstory is very censored. But I feel, I don't know, I guess they didn't want to get on the touchy subject of like the caste system and the master-servant relationship. Jamil's literally a slave. Yeah, it makes it seem like Jamil's ungrateful to have a nice master. Yeah, because when I feel like the fact that they took out this slave-master relationship, it did not hold the same gravity as in like the original JP, right? Because like the whole thing with Jamil is that he is born into a family that serves, you know, a very rich, powerful family, and like he did not choose to be born into this. It's no caste system. He was born essentially. His family are basically kind of like slaves. Like, sure, they get like a salary and stuff, but the fact that his whole family serves this other family, and generationally, yeah, they're basically like servants, like slaves, right? And so it's like literally Jamil's overblot was so valid because like he is in a situation where he literally cannot do anything. Like he can't just suddenly rebel, right? He can't just go against the Allison family. He can't just run away from home. Like he is literally in a situation where he's stuck. Like he can't do anything, and it's not even his fault. So his crash out was like really super valid, and you don't really get that as gravity as much in the EN side, because it's like he's a slave. Like, guys, hello. I think book 5 is similar to book 2 when it comes to getting insight into Overblotter. Yeah, it was at least I think with Vill's overblot was interesting because Vill realized he was overblotting, but what made him overblot was not the fact that I would say what made him overblot was the fact that he understood what he was trying to do, right? He realized the weight of his actions and thought it was such an ugly thing to him that he overblotted because of it. Which is, I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. At least they kept that even Jamil's parents wanted him to stay beneath Callum. Yeah. It's like, it was kind of weird too, with all the censoring around it, because it just it just made it seem like, okay, you know, he works for the family, why doesn't he just leave the family, right? It's very different from Silver, who wants to serve Malleus. I like Jamil, who was stuck. Yeah, because the thing, it wasn't Jamil's choice. He's stuck in it. He was born in it. It wasn't his choice at all. He can't do anything. It's literally environmental factors beyond his control. I had a hard time understanding Jamil because of that. The fact that he censored that when I only read into it did I understand. Yeah, and that's a thing too, because he is very sympathetic. If you had that context of like he's overblotting because he's lashing out at his lack of being able to make his own life decisions. Yeah, a lot of the global changes don't make sense. I understand enough Japanese too, so you often notice the changes. Yeah, it's kind of weird too, especially when they change certain names or like dialogue choices. So I mean, overall, I still enjoy like the EN server, but yeah, I think like some things I don't particularly agree with. One is definitely the censoring of like Jamil's whole situation there. Two, Cater is a lot fruitier than he is an EN. I'm like, guys, you can't just take away Cater's fruitiness. Like that boy is kind of fruity, all right? And they kind of took away dialogue that had that flavor to it in the EN side. And then of course, you know, not to mention all the songs that got taken out, which is like a big bummer. Like, come on, they're teenagers. They'll say some things. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's like they don't, the way they translate like certain stuff, but I think like I just remember Never Forget Ernesto. Was it Ernesto Foulsworth or something? Where like you mean honest fellow? His entire name has changed. Because I still call him Ernesto at times, and then other times I'll switch to calling him honest fellow because I'm just so used to his name being honest fellow. And of course there's like minor stuff like dorm leader, house warden. I don't mind the minor stuff as much. Trying to make things more, I guess, make more sense. Fellow honest, yeah, Ernesto Foulsworth. I just cannot say it without being posh about it. I do not want to be too similar to Honest John. I don't know actually. I don't know why they didn't want to go with Fellow Honest. Maybe, yeah, it was too close to Honest John, or they thought the name sounded way too fake to be an actual name. Could be many things. But yeah, that name I cannot take seriously every time I say it. So I mainly stick to just calling him Fellow Honest. And then Trey's unique magic, Doodle Suit versus Paint the Roses. I'm like, okay, I can kind of get that. Doodle Suit sounds really silly, not gonna lie. Are you supposed to take seriously a guy whose unique magic is called Doodle Suit? Like, oh no guys, get ready. Trey's gonna doodle suit us, like. It just sounds, I guess it kind of makes sense. It doesn't quite have a like a little bite to it, you know, versus like Paint the Roses. You're like, okay, we're still sticking to an Alice in Wonderland theme. Paint the Roses, you know, he's painting over something, he's overwriting. I'm like, okay, that one I can kind of get behind. I understand, but he's still saying doodle suit when he says it out loud. At least they didn't call Skully Bones a lot. I would laugh, not gonna lie. It's me, Mr. It's me, Skelly Bones a lot. The jokes write themselves, you guys. I don't think I would have, if that was a name that Skully actually showed up with, I don't think I would have stopped making dumb jokes based on that. I like Ace's Joker Snatch. I'm like, Joker Snatch, I kind of like that too. I like that as well, because I can envision what it represents, you know, because you're like, oh, the Joker, right? The Joker is kind of like a wild card. The Joker can also be maybe like the strongest card depending on what card game you're playing. So the fact he's calling Joker Snatch, he's literally like, yeah, taking other people's unique magic, like other, like wild, it's like, and it could be anyone's magic, I guess, I assume, because I don't know his limitations yet. So Joker Snatch makes a lot of sense. He is literally taking a wild card. He is a wild card. He's taking the magic off of someone else. It's different from Azul's. Like, it's a deal. Imagine a guy named Bones a lot. Gives everyone a kiss. Yeah, I'm sure he bones a lot. Someone who gives that many kisses for free, I'm sure he bones a lot. The other one is Joker's Wild. Joker was Wild sounds redundant. Because Joker Snatch, you're like, it is an action, right? Joker's Wild, you're like, what does that mean? I feel like if you switch the word around, Wild Joker, I think that would still be good. I think if they called it Wild Joker, I would have been okay with it. Joker's Wild, you're like, what does that mean? What does that entail? Something I mentioned my friends is how near everyone except some of the freshmen have SSR cards related to Can and Dream over Blonde. Oh, okay. I wonder if in the future you'll get into future cards for the rest. SSR cards related to Canon. Okay. Dream versus Overblot. I don't know, because I'm like, oh yeah, the overblock cards. Now that I think about it, I'm like, uh-oh, because we we did Jamil's overblock, right? That means the next overblock card is Azul. I'm a little nervous, guys. When they're gonna release Azul's overblock card, I assume before end of this year, and it's gonna kill me. SSR buff Apple. I would immediately pull on a banner of buff Apple. I would totally do that. I'd be like, yes. I don't care the stats on this card. Just give me buff Apple. It's too silly for me to pass up. I need more silly cards. I love stupid silly stuff. So if they had a buff Apple, I would totally pull on it. I'm sure freshmen will have an SSR. Probably book 8. Yeah, because I'm like, I guess the Deuce hasn't had a Halloween SSR, but Deuce has had some event SSRs, Ace too, but I guess it's time they had like a dream related SSR, because not everyone got one, so. How about that's just like buff Apple? I want that one though. Ace's dream makes me smile because it's the only dream that's centered around us. I know, right? Ace has such a crush on us. Come on, face it, Ace. We're your bestie. Even if you don't say it out loud, we are your bestie. You totally have a crush on us. Or yeah, it was kind of bittersweet. How it was all about how we could still stay in Twisted Wonderland. We're just having a vacation together. So sad we don't have April Fool's card. At least SR ones would be cool. Yeah, I would totally be down for that. I would love an April Fool's card. Just more silly cards. You know, of course I love all the gorgeous artwork, beautiful aesthetic cards that we get, but I would totally pull on silly banners. I just want to see more silly things. It's a freaking love square in this situation. Wait, what is it? Between you, Ace, Deuce, Malleus? I don't know. Who's the fourth one? Ace will never admit it. Yeah, he's in denial. But we've seen his dreams. We know deep down he really cares about us. He really cares about us. Especially that I really love that moment too in book 7 where he realizes that he's activating his unique magic for the first time, and we're literally there to support him. We're like, you know, just take deep breaths, Ace, you can do it. I'm like, that was so sweet. I like that. We were there to be his support. I was thinking more you, Ace, Malleus, and Skully. Oh my god, that is a messy love square. That is quite certainly a messy love square right there. Can you imagine? Try and compete with Malleus first of all in there, and then having Ace and Skully. But that is, I would watch that as a romantic comedy. I'm like, these people are so different from each other. I would want it as a I will watch this rom-com or this drama. Oh yeah, we might get both Ace and Deuce in a Christmas event. Oh, maybe, yeah. We just gotta see what the distribution or who will be the SSR. I'm pulling his cards, but I love his relationship with the MC. Yeah, I feel that. I don't think I pull on Ace cards very often either, except for his Halloween one, because I really liked that Ace's the Halloween card that he had. Separating from Grimm would be hard too. Also, I dig that love square. Yeah. It is certainly a dramatic one. Somebody want to throw Azul into... Azul's interesting because he had that moment of vulnerability in that museum when we talked to him at the end of book 3. And there's times where he's just like, oh, like, hope you're doing well, or like, you know, something happened, I hope you're okay. But Azul, you don't really know for sure. I'm like, are you still doing your business facade, Azul, or do you really care about us? Now your A's are deuce for like Skully. And none of the freshmen are a match for Malleus. If it comes to a physical altercation, it would be it would not be it would be a messy one. No, Lily hasn't gotten a Halloween SSR. Yeah, he hasn't gotten one yet, so I think he's due for one. That's why I feel it. I feel it that he's gonna be the next Halloween SSR. Very likely. And I think Ruggy too. I think Lily and Ruggy are very likely. Deuce, Jack, Ruggy, Floyd, Lilia. Yeah, 3 of these 5. So that's why I feel it's gonna be Lilia and Ruggy, I would say. I think it'd be funny to have Floyd, but I also think it's more likely to be Jack, maybe. Or Deuce, if we don't want to have 2 Savannah Claws. Yeah, we don't want to have 2 Savannah Claws, and probably Deuce, Ruggy, and Lilia. My personal guesses. Watch Azul have no clue how to flirt, so relies on business talks because this is his forte. I love seeing boy fail Azul, not gonna lie, guys. It's one of the reasons, not gonna lie, it's one of the things I like about him. Seeing like fan interpretations and stuff, I like seeing his boy failure side. He has this whole suave businessman like facade that persona that he's got going on, but you know he's got 0 experience with dating and flirting, so he has to consult books on how to do it. But books for theory versus reality, it never actually aligns properly. I mean, come on, guys. He tried to like get Eliza's favor in Ghost Marriage, and he just immediately got slapped. Most Halloween SSRs have a Trinity theme going on. Yeah. I'd be curious. Maybe it'll be someone unexpected. I talk about Twist with my friends, but I mostly gatekeep. Preventing others from being part of the Twist fandom. I just talk to it like it's like I don't have many IRL people that really know about Twist. So most of the time I'm just yapping about it with Little Bean, and then I yap with you guys online. I think that's like, so I'm like just a lot of yapping, but it's fun. Got to yap about my Twist streams. Eliza was super picky though. Slum slaps are deserved, yeah, honestly. Eliza, you know what? I respects to Eliza, okay? Girl knew what she wanted and she wasn't going to lower her standards, okay? I can stand that. I can stand her for that. Only have one friend who's in the Twist fandom, but not her main. It's nice though if you can have at least one person to talk to about it. Then we get 3 SSRs every Halloween. Yeah, we do. So out of those 5, we don't have a Halloween SSR yet. It's gonna be very likely 3 of those 5 will be, unless they randomly throw a curveball and just get someone else completely to also be an SSR. So I just yap here. Yeah, yapping here is fun. Yapping with you guys is fun. Recently just realized that first Halloween cards were reply, repost, and like. Like it, like, yes, you know, hit that notification bell, like and subscribe. I feel like Eliza is not a fair comparison for a boy's ability to talk to women. She has an unreasonably high bar. Yeah, she does have her very, very high standards. I think they boys just need to talk to more women, and maybe actually women that are alive, because Eliza is a ghost, so they're just lacking a little bit of experience. That's all. Silver's not there because Eliza will be blinded by Silver's beauty. Silver is too princely. It's like we have to give the others a chance, you know. If Silver was there, everyone would have to pack their bags. So we had to give everyone else a chance. It's probably they want all three of the like trio to be Halloween. They already served Halloween in gold. Yeah, because the Callum and Rook already had SSR Halloween cards, and they're really good ones, so. Though I would love it, honestly though, if it's a Christmas theme, I still would love to see Rook in a Christmas outfit. Just Santa Rook! I wonder why Eliza didn't visit RSA. Yeah, I guess she took the wrong turn. Honestly, she probably would have better luck at RSA. And instead she has to deal with the chaos that's NRC. Rook and Silver navigated the spectral realm. Cal and wanted fun times with Ernesto. Yeah, and fun times for Ernesto did not end up very fun at the end. Everyone was fighting for their lives at the end of that event. It was really funny though. It was fun at first until, you know, the whole part where he was going to turn us into puppets. Yeah, that was not cool, but the rest of it was great. Imagine RC managed to send her to RSA like a poltergeist. Just banish her. Or just be like, okay, RSA, she's your problem now. She probably should have gone there. She would have had, you know, no shortage of princely characters to have her pick from. But it's okay, all's well that ends well, because she ended up with Chubby at the end, right? And that was true love. Phantom Bride event was literally the perfect guy doesn't exist to me. We gotta start playing that song, you know, lower your standards. He'd be saying he have no game, but there's Eliza and his fans. Yeah, he doesn't realize. It's just like how the other characters kind of comment. It's like, Idiot's actually quite handsome in his own way. He just doesn't believe in himself. If Idia had like the same level of confidence that Hades does in like the Hercules movie, like he would have so much game. He just needs to have that self-confidence. I think RSA will wage war if ever see that happens. Just fighting over a ghost. Almost like we could have avoided the whole problem had the guy spoken up. Yeah, honestly, we went through this whole event. We had this whole wedding planned out. We went through all of this unnecessary, I guess, series of events. India almost died, or could have died, before the guy was like, wait, actually, you know, I'm in love with Eliza. And Eliza's like, oh my god, I've been in love with you too. It's like, guys, we could have brought this up earlier. Book 7 is giving Idia that opportunity. Oh yeah. Where he gets to be the, you know, the one behind the scenes helping all the guys out. Idia Shroud, Lord of the Underworld, walking blue screen of death. I'll be sure to visit, please don't. They're like, yes girl, please leave and don't ever come back. It's like, yeah, Idia just needs more self-confidence. She's He's just a sad, easily startled, wet cat. It's funny because he does have that self-confidence. Like, he does think highly of himself, but he like swings from one direction to like being super depressive and like self-deprecating to like having like extreme like narcissism ego. He does have that in him. He just it swings from it. One little compliment from someone, and then it like swings in the extreme, and it goes like, just like makes his head bigger. Yeah, Hades was a smooth talker. Could you imagine Idia just being like a suave smooth talker? It would have been dangerous, guys. He would have been a dangerous character in Twist. He'd been too charming. Idia Book 7 gives Persona. Yeah, like Navigator vibes. Yeah, like Futaba in Persona. In Persona 5. All his potential is being buried under tight circumstances. He's got that potential, he's gotta work it out. He's just gotta work it out. You literally immediately walked out after a performance in a concert, an ortho bow before following his brother. He's just like, get me out of here. Even Idia's UM is locked deep under Styx's basement. Yeah. I mean, it is a powerful UM, but only for a very specific scenario. Idia needs to be hit with the Chuni beam of anime and everything, lose himself to his head. Kenneth, you mean he's gotta start being Delulu? Don't worry, buddy. You are the main character. You have main character energy. Primo event, Idia could be that talker too. Oh, Primo event would be cool. I would love to go to some sort of Twist equivalent of a convention or idol event. Hades reminded me of a car salesman, so I'm almost happy Idia is like that. That's because Azul's the car salesman, so we already had that covered. We already have Azul being the smooth talking sleazy con salesman, so if Idia was also like smooth Hades like sales talk, that would have been too deadly a combination. We couldn't handle both of them at once, so we had to nerf Idia that way. He couldn't. We had to nerf his charisma stats a little bit. Idia selling blast cycles with a voice synth. For some reason, when I imagine the voice synth, I just imagine it in like the most like tacky announcer like voice, like, come on down to the blast cycle fair. We got the top of the line blast cycle 3000 for all your needs. I don't know why that was the first voice that came into my mind when I thought about like what a blast cycle commercial would sound like. I love sound Hades' voice and all, so he had that going for him. Yeah. Hey, Hades' voice actor is like, it's iconic, you know. It's like his character is just so iconic in the movie. You're still cursed with J, Yui. Oh, Shrine of Silver. You gotta pray to Silver a little harder. Aside for next part about the book, Idia becomes so broken. Oh, yes, no spoilers. We will get there. We will get there soon. Board Game Club smooth talkers to OP got nerfed 1. Yeah, we can't have 2 smooth talkers, guys. That'd be too much. We can't handle them in the same room. Love to hear Idia recite some of Hades' Kingdom Hearts lines. Yeah, I love when he has like sometimes the occasional like Hades line where it's just like, what was it? It's like bada boom boom boom. That one line he had in book 6. I was like, haha, it's like I understood that reference. James Wood was great, yeah, honestly. He made that performance good. Like he actually not just good, like he made that performance like the legend it is. Ah, boom, bada boom, boom, ha. Yeah, I liked it when we heard like Kid Idia say that in his line in book 6. All the Disney villains, yeah, smooth talkers. Imagine that got nerfed. I guess because you're like, I don't know, they're still young, right? At NRC, they're still students. They may be smooth talkers in the future, but we can't make all of them smooth talkers. They can't all be that powerful and charismatic. Cause it's like, yeah, we don't need more than one Azul. We don't need too many slick talkers. Speaking of which, EN translation kept achievement in Adia's line when he beat Phantom Ortho in book 7. Okay, like he mentioned the word achievement in it. I remember he's kind of hazy now. It's been a while since book 6. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it's been a while since book 6. Like, over a year. Time certainly does fly. In any case, I think I will call it a night on my end. We went through all of book 4, which was a little shorter than book 3, but still fun. It was interesting seeing the absolute disaster that these boys are at being a search party. Like, guys, if I was actually a hostage and I was, you know, dying on the floor, like, I would die before these boys caught up to me. Horrible teamwork. Yes, typical NRC. I did not expect anything less. Just horrible teamwork. They're trying. They will get there, but they will work it out. So I think book 5 comes out later on this week. So I will most likely cover book 5 next Tuesday on stream. So we can look forward to it then. The Lord of the Underworld achievement now belongs to me. Oh, okay. I joined Twist when book 7 come out. Oh wow, okay. So you like probably blazed through the story to get here. Don't worry, Skully is treating us well. Yes. Hopefully we're still having a very nice time with Skully wherever it is that we are on a date. I want to believe it, okay? Just leave me to my delusions. We are still on a date with Skully somewhere. We're still on a date with Skully somewhere. So let's continue our date with Skully next Tuesday then on stream. I'll be streaming on Thursday, like just a indie visual novel horror game. But otherwise, catch you all later. I hope you all have a very good day or night. Get some good rest. Make sure to stay hydrated, and I'll see you all later. This is Koamio clocking out. Thank you all again. It's always fun chatting with you about Twist. Okay, bye bye.